Good morning, everybody. Wait. Good afternoon, everybody. Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. We're starting something new and exciting. I'm really excited for it. It's called VlogBrengen. VlogBrengen is just basically me vlogging in the style of VlogBrengen, just talking to you. If you don't know what VlogBrengen is, go look it up. It means a Hasidic gathering, which really means people just strengthening each other, encouraging each other, saying words of affirmation and things like that. Just having really meaningful conversations. And this is this new series that I want to start, that we are starting. This is number 1. I hope you enjoy it. Please give me feedback. Please tell me what you would like to see. I'm really excited for this new series where I just basically VlogBreng and just have a good time with you guys. And hopefully you enjoy and you get something out of this. So without further ado, on to the video. So this morning I was thinking about something that I unfortunately think about often, which is like, I guess, feelings of insecurity, feelings of, imposter syndrome, telling myself I can't do certain things, struggling to just really believe in what I'm doing. And I know that a lot of people deal with this, and I just want to maybe share some things that work for me that may help you. I'm not... Hey! What's up? Always nice to bump into a friend in the middle of vlogging. What I wanted to say was that I'm by no means someone who I think has, like a platform or am qualified to tell people how to deal with their issues. However, I could share what I know works for me. And I know that I need to hear this message, and the easiest way for me to hear this message is to pay it forward. I think in general, the best way for people to help themselves is to help other people. And so I think, sharing what has worked for me and turning it into something that I can share on a creative platform is, I know it helps me, and I hope that it helps you. So here it goes. So I'm in New Haven, Connecticut right now. It's a really beautiful day. It's a really beautiful place, honestly. Way calmer and less busy and hustly and bustly than New York. It's really nice to get away sometimes. Anyway, so I would say number 1 thing that really helps me, it's gonna sound kind of funny, but the number 1 thing that helps me oh, people are hilarious. I don't know if you heard that. These guys are like, oh, can we get in the vlog? I don't know if you saw them. I tried turning the camera towards them. Anyway, so one of the things that helps me a lot is starting the day off with a cold shower. So, and this is intimidating to a lot of people, and it sounds like, how's that gonna help me? I just feel calmer afterwards. I start with a hot shower, and then I finish off with a cold shower, so you don't have to shock yourself too bad. It's straight up in the morning, but what it does for you is more than one thing. One of the things it does is it forces you to regulate your breathing, and you have to, take some really nice deep breaths, and that itself really calms you down, really. And you can do that without it, but it just, I feel that it does a bunch of things for me. I feel more energetic. I'm just calmer, less anxious. For anyone who finds themselves with high levels of anxiety, it really, really, really helps. So I would say, try it for 10 seconds if it's too hard, or try it for 5 seconds. Just ease into it, but get to a place where you can do it, and let me know if it helps you. Comment, come back afterwards. Please do let me know. I'd love to hear feedback. Oops. Looks like it hit these wires over here. Yeah, that just happened. Yeah, wow. And that thing was still flying. That is very impressive. We have a fellow one-wheel enthusiast over here.
Yeah, what's up?
What's your name?
Yankee.
Yankee. We won't ask for the last name. It's confidential. But yeah, he just caught me right after the drone.
That's life.
Clipped it. Yeah. But honestly, I'm lucky because otherwise, I mean, it could have fallen down and crashed, but it kept on flying. So anyway, what else do we have in common?
I don't know.
We both have beards.
We try.
You're a fellow Sony.
Nah, I do Nikon.
Nikon.
And I do photo. I don't do video.
I don't do anything really. I'm just winging it.
You're good at messing around.
Yes. Baruch Hashem.
Okay.
Nice to meet new friends.
Fine.
And that brings us to number 2. Don't let setbacks hold you back. Sometimes a lot of us are so scared of risk that we won't even try to take. We won't take any, and we'll just stay exactly where we are. It sounds really cliche, right? Everyone says the same thing, but they say it because it's true. You miss 100%. You miss 100% of the shots that you do not take. Things happen. It's okay. You know, it's not going to end the world. You just got to keep on going. A lot of times, you can characterize a lot of things as failure when you can decide that they're just stepping stones and lessons for you to get better and to learn from and to reach your full potential or on the way to reaching your full potential. So many times I'm so embarrassed to even start doing something like this or to connect to people like this, to be vulnerable because, maybe it'll come off as corny or awkward or cheesy, but no, you gotta just go for it. Only through trial and error can you learn. It says in Pirkei Avos, right? If someone is too bashful, so then he's scared to go out of his comfort zone, he doesn't learn. He can't grow. So in order to grow, you gotta leave your comfort zone and you got to have a different relationship with failure so that it's not failure and it becomes the greatest asset instead of the greatest hindrance. Number 3, add accountability in your life. So what I mean by that is, number 1, accountability to yourself and to other people. If you know that other people are counting on you, or even if they're expecting you, meaning they're not counting on you, but you've put yourself out there saying you're going to do something, then chances are it's going to be a lot more motivation to do it. I'll give you an example. I had a very, very hard time for a very long time, many, many years, of waking up on time to daven to minyan. In general, organization is tough for me, and some days would be great, some days would not. It would be stretches of time where I would just daven at home. Today is one of those days where I didn't have structure and not that accountability, but as you can see, but the recently I've joined this morning kollel, which is just basically, it's an hour and a half. It's learning before davening for a half hour, learning Hasidus and then davening. And there's a small, maybe, I don't want to say symbolic because it's actual money, but it's a small amount of money that comes every month for showing up on time. There's a bonus if it's, if you show up every single day. The point is, this created this level of accountability. Like, it's not just that, show up to shul and because you're supposed to, and that should be enough of motivation and enough of, right? You should be accountable to yourself, but sometimes, unfortunately, for whatever reason, it's not enough. And you might have something like that in your reason where the stuff you got to get done, you're not finding the motivation to do that. But what this did for me is, there are other people there. There's this sort of incentive that really it's not going to make a difference, in the long run. It's a small amount of money, of course it helps, but the point is that it created a structure where, you got to be on time. People are expecting you there. And it almost sounds silly, but it really makes me get up every single morning. And I'm a bus driver, and whenever I daven before my bus run in the morning, at 8 o'clock, my day is entirely different. This is changing my daily life. And Sundays, this thing doesn't happen. It happens Monday through Friday, and so Sundays I'm still struggling, you know, on days when I don't organize myself properly, it doesn't go as well as I would like, you know, because there's a lot of procrastination. So this is something that I've seen in my own life, that whenever there's accountability, whenever you give your word to do something and you really feel that fire behind you, that, you know, I really got to get this done, and it doesn't have to be a negative feeling, it can be positive. This is what I'm going through is overwhelmingly a positive feeling, where it's like I have this thing that starts off my day, this structure, and I see the same people every single day. It's also, you know, it became a little bit of a tiny community. So find a way to create more accountability in your life in a positive way. I hope it helps you. I know it helped me. So the one wheel died, and so I'm walking back. Number 4. And this might be really, really hard for a lot of you. I know it's extremely hard for me. It's very simple, but it's difficult to do. 1 hour after you get up and 1 hour before you go to sleep, do not go on social media. Don't go on anything that just requires zero work, just pure stimulation. So YouTube, Reels on Instagram, TikTok, Shorts, whatever it is. Some of you are gonna be like, what is that? But what I would say is that is something that whenever I've done it, it really, really helps. You know, what you put into your, I just saw a quote today, your diet isn't only what you eat, it's what you read, it's what you watch, it's who you surround yourself with. So make sure that you are starting your day with the best diet possible, you know, the best intake possible, and the same thing also going to sleep, the same thing. You know, read a book, spend some time with someone you care about, but just lay off the screen time and social media an hour after, an hour before you go to sleep. Yeah, let me know if that helps you. Number 5. What's number 5? I forgot number 5.
2 hours later.
Oh, I remembered number 5. So number 5 is do not compare yourself to other people and judge yourself based on your comparison. So
yeah.
Thank you.
It's like comparing a monkey and a fish. They're capable of different things.
Comparing a monkey and a fish. Which what are you calling me? Huh?
Either.
For a second,
they're just so different.
For a second, I thought you said all of the above. Okay, so what I mean by that is like this. So, you know, people will look at what somebody else does. This actually ties into the social media thing I was talking about before. The reason why sometimes social media and you know, looking at other people and what they have, where they put that out on social media is so toxic is because you're, without realizing it, you can compare yourself to them and feel like, you know, you're not stacking up or whatever it is. But the truth is, everybody has something that nobody else has, and you don't know what they've been through or what they did to get there. For me, the way it works for me is, you know, I started doing content creation, and I find that whenever I looked at other people and how they created content and, oh, they're so good, they're so that, I doubted what I would be, I doubted the content I was making, and it made me create less. The truth is, they had to go through the same thing in order to get where they were. So in order just to live a happier life, just grow with what you have, with your talents, and then what you have will grow. So, you know, I think that's a good piece of advice for no matter what area in life. I think it's a good piece of advice just to be happier. Right? Stop comparing yourself to everybody else, because you're uniquely you, and the fact that God put you on this world means that you have something special to offer that nobody else does. I hope you enjoyed that. And if you like this, please comment below. There's countless things that, you know, I've heard that I'm sure things that you've seen also that are really good pointers and really good rules to live by in life. we can keep on doing this kind of stuff if you like it. So please comment below if you like it, and have a beautiful day, have a beautiful
Amen.
week.
And a woman.
Bye.
The flavor is so good.